It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. Now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hello, what's happening, everybody? It is showtime. Man, I got a big show. I got to take a look. Yeah, just make sure the mic is on, just because it's one of those days. I'm excited and I'm amped. I got a big show, and I just got the thumbs up from one of my guests. I got a special panel of two music experts. We're going to talk about that in a second. Hey, as Morris Day would say, what time is it? What time is it? It is Geno Jones showtime. In the NBA, there's a brother named Damian Lillard. He calls it Dame time. Well, 6:30 Eastern time, Monday through Friday. We call it Geno Jones showtime. Showtime. So I come to you live, 6:30 East Coast. If you're in Chicago or you're in maybe Houston or Dallas, St. Louis, Milwaukee, Minneapolis, Central time, 5:30 out in Los Angeles. On the West Coast, LA, San Francisco, San Diego, the Bay Area, up in Portland, Oregon, where my daughter, my firstborn, Lauren, Shiana, Hill, Vaughn, and my son-in-law, Jonathan, and Brooklyn the Bulldog, or maybe up in Seattle where they're tossing those fish like, ha! It is 3:30. And if you're chilling out in Maui, man, I'm not a jealous kind of dude. I don't get jealous. But man, even though we got beaches, beautiful beaches right here, but Maui. Anyways, 1:30, if you are chilling out in Maui, please subscribe to the Geno Jones Show on the Geno Jones channel. You, and yes, your ass too. Subscribe to the Geno Jones Show, the Geno Jones channel. Please subscribe, share, like, binge watch, Snapchat, TikTok, screen grab, Instagram stories, Facebook stories, Twitter, all of that. Let's make it go viral. Let's make it do what it do, baby. All right. As you can tell, I'm super amped. I'm really excited about my guests. We're going to talk about it. As a matter of fact, so let me just kick off the show. Shout out to all my Leos. Leo's the lion. Lions, let me hear ya roar. Celebrating a birthday today, one of my favorite people, my man, one of the original members of New Edition. And he's a member of Belle Biv DeVoe, Do Me Baby. Oh, oh. Not Ricky Bell, my man, a little sawed off, a little short, but he got handles. He can hoop. I'm talking about Michael Bivins. Happy birthday, Michael Bivins. Biv 10. Michael Bivins is not 10, he's 54 today. And the lead singer of the group that's no longer together, one of my favorite groups of all time, Guy. You can have a piece of my love and groove me, baby, tonight. Talking about Mr. Nasty Man, Mr. Nasty Man, Mr. Nasty Man. Listen, I'm not making that up. I'm not like throwing shade at the brother. I'm not calling him Mr. Nasty Man because he calls himself Mr. Nasty Man. Aaron Hall of Guy, 58 today, everybody and anybody else. Oh, shout out to right here in the low country, Tasha Simmons. As a matter of fact, everybody shouting, I said, don't forget to shout out my girl, Tasha Simmons. Happy birthday. I hear Tasha's legal today, y'all, 21 or 22. So go on to buy a drink. Buy a couple drinks. One on me. So all my Leos, happy birthday. Congratulations. Man, I got to give it up. Congratulations to Beyonce. Her Renaissance album debuted at #1 on the Billboard charts. Now, the Queen Bee is the first female artist to have her first, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not even 6, but her first 7 solo albums debut at #1. That means they walked in the door, just on the charts. The first time they hit the chart, they hit the top. Beyonce, you, my sister, you are doing a damn thing. Yes, you are. Really are. Thank you for bringing me back on camera. So congratulations, Beyonce. That Renaissance album I hear is fire, but it depends on who you talk to. We'll get into that a little later, but look, it debuted at #1 on the charts. The Beehive, you know how the Beehive are. The Beehive goes crazy. As a matter of fact, the Beehive is probably trying to with my signal and my live shot so y'all can calm y'all ass down. I get it. So not only is Beyonce's debut album Renaissance #1 on the charts, so her first single is Break My Soul. So there's a remix of the single Break My Soul. Now so all but 2 songs in Beyonce's album, really, it's like if you love house music, I mentioned that. If you love house music, you're gonna love Beyonce's album because it is an album full of house beats and house music samples. Like the song I'm talking about, Break My Soul, she sampled a song from the 90s, a house song from the 90s by a sister named Robin S. Doom, doom, da, doom, 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 boom, 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 Show Me Love. So that is the main sample on this song, Break My Soul. Now there's a remix. They call it the Queen's Remix. Why did they call it the Queen's Remix? Because they got 2 queens on the remix. You got Beyonce and you got Madonna. And on top of it, not only do you have Madonna featuring Madonna on the song, on the collabo, you got the house version remix, the remix with the house beats of Vogue, 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 Vogue. So they took the house beats of Vogue, laid them on top of the house beats for Robin S. Show Me Love. It is fire. And then on top of it, Beyonce is showing much love. She is all about girl power, woman power, shouting out the culture, always uplifting black women and women of color. She uplifts all women, but she always makes sure to focus on the culture. Because if we don't focus on the culture, nobody else will, except for in a negative light. So she is shouting out some of the biggest names in the music industry, past, present, and future. Everybody from Aretha, she shouts out Janet, Mary J. Blige, she shouts out Jill Scott, Jasmine Sullivan, Rihanna. She's shouting out, I believe, Summer Walker. You got to listen to it. So not only does she pay tribute she name checks them and shouts them out, she shouts out some of the top designers and their fashion houses, including the house of Telfair. So Telfair is the name. This is a black designer, and he makes primarily handbags. As a matter of fact, my baby girl, Allie, was one of the first ones. I heard this name. She's like, this Telfair. But Telfair, I think it's Telfair. Telfair, yes, Telfair. So she got one of the bags, and she was talking about, hey, Dad, this is a designer, a black guy, and that's his last name is Telfair. But anyway, now Beyonce name checks him in her songs, and his sales has blown up even more, but he's very popular now. So she name checks designers, black designers like Telfair, and then she name checks like your drag ball houses. So if you have watched the show Pose, or if you are a fan of Pose, or maybe in your city, they call like the houses. So they have these drag shows, certain venues, certain locations, and they call them, and I guess they're like clubs. They have like the house of this and the house of that. So there's some legendary drag ball houses, and she shouts them all out. She's paying, really this whole album, in many ways, is a tribute to her late uncle, who really helped raise her. As a matter of fact, it was Beyonce's mom, Tina's nephew, but apparently Tina and her nephew were around the same age, maybe a little younger. So he was around all the time. As a matter of fact, Beyonce talks about how Uncle something. Now it makes me want to say Uncle Johnny, but he would babysit Beyonce, and he would babysit Solange. And Beyonce, she said, he's the most fabulous gay man I've ever known. And he's a designer. He actually made Beyonce's prom dress, and he loved house music. And it is her late uncle, who she calls her godmother, Beyonce does, who introduced her and Solange to house music. So, but if you haven't heard it, just do a search for the Queen's Remix. Now, apparently, Break My Soul has 5 remixes. But I'm telling you, the Queen's Remix of Break My Soul, for me, that is the one, and I'm going to get the feedback and opinion of my experts in a second. Speaking of Beyonce, well, actually, Ronald Isley, yes, a.k.a. Mr. Big, Ronald Isley of the Isley Brothers, who is still killing the game at 81. When I'm 81, I'm going to have the swag of Ronald Isley. Ronald Isley got the swag, still got the young wife. But see, money can do that for you. I got a beautiful one, and she looks younger than Ron's wife. So I'm just saying, sometimes some of us, we got lucky. Anyway, Ronald Isley's he remade a classic Isley Brothers album cut. This was a song that was never released as a single, but the radio stations, any DJ worth their salt back in the day, and still even today, even though they don't really play. Like, I'm not out in the clubs like that, but I do host a lot of events. They don't slow dance anymore. Man, y'all don't know what y'all missing. Y'all don't know what y'all missing at all. But that's a whole, my mother's watching. So I'll behave myself. That's a whole different conversation. So on this legendary album, The Heat Is On, from 1975. So you had Fight the Power on that album. So on one side, all fast songs. And on side B, all of your slow jams. And one of the legendary, iconic ballads ever, For the Love of You. 'Cause I'm living for the love of you. Man, that Ronald Isley is a mother. So anyway, they remade on the same album, on the same side, you had For the Love of You, Sensuality. That was a real baby maker, but a lot of folks. There's a bunch of Isley Brother babies. They grown now. The Isley Brother babies got babies. Think about it. 75. That's damn near 50. Hell, the Isley Brother babies got babies, and maybe some of the Isley Brother babies got a baby.
Yeah.
Some households.
Yeah.
So the last slow song on that legendary, iconic Heat Is On album, a song called Make Me Say It Again, Girl, featuring Ronald Isley on the lead vocals. He remade his own song. Everybody else is remaking Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak, Silk Sonic, they remade, Confunction, Love Train, did a good job. So I guess Ronald Isley said, well, hell, I'm going to just remake some of my own music. So he remade For the Love of You, and guess who was doing the collaboration, or as we call it, the collabo? Beyonce. It's great. You can, and Ronald Isley's voice. Now they have technology it's called digital mastering, where they take the original masters and they can kind of mix it, because now the audio is digital. Before they had the big giant tapes and the reels, and they can just now convert that to a digital sound, clean it up, and make it fuller and cleaner and crisper. But I'm listening to it in my day job at the radio station. I'm like, Beyonce sounds great, but Ronald Isley sound better. Well,
he sounds beautiful.
I'm like, hold on.
Yep.
Ronald Isley?
He's beautiful.
His voice is prettier than Beyonce's. Now listen, Beehive, just have a seat. Have several seats. Listen, don't waste your time. Don't at me, or you can at me. I'm not hating on Beyonce. That's no shade, because Beyonce sounds great on the song. But when you hear it, now I know some of y'all are so crazy in the Beehive, y'all think that Beyonce could do no wrong.
Right.
Seek therapy for that. They have professionals. Seek professional help on that one. And Beyonce does. She sounds, to me, their voices sound beautiful together. But Ronald Isley, I'm listening, and about 90 seconds, 2 minutes into, I'm like, man, is it me? Is there something wrong with me? I got to look in the mirror. Wait a minute. Ronald Isley's voice, his voice sounds prettier than a woman?
Yeah.
Ronald Isley is a baby.
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah.
Let me bring on my guests. I don't want to waste any more time. I want to get their expert opinion today. My music experts, I have a panel. One is a DJ repping the Bronx, New York City, repping the Bronx. He has a Friday night mix show on Hidden City Radio, and he's just one of the top DJs. I'm sure he does his producing thing, really repping here in the Low Country, but I'm sure he goes back home. But now his show is global on Hidden City Radio. Folks can hear it all over the globe. And a legendary DJ, recording artist. Yes, he's a recording artist now. He has been, as a matter of fact, producer. He is probably let me correct that. He is right now one of the hottest producers in the game.
You're too kind.
So I want to welcome to the show Groove Master Dre, and
Yes.
the one, the only, We call him down here, one of his nicknames, the Nature Boy, the legendary Sean Dobie. Yeah. Look out, boy.
How y'all doing? How y'all feel?
Hey, what it is for the biz, y'all?
So we got Groovemaster Dre up top to my left and down below. Look at him. He got the whole. See, look at Dre. Dre got, he got the lighting is perfect and everything. But see, Sean is on brand. Got the nice little vibe. He got his cocktail.
Well, see, I was actually, I got to do my scotch, and
well, go ahead, get your drink on, man.
Not to mention, I was also getting ready to film my podcast After Dark. Okay.
So you're on brand. It's After Dark. You're in the dark, ready for After Dark on the Geno Jones Show. On brand with that's your scotch.
You know that?
You know what? Listen, you need to come up with your own label. Look, if Diddy can do Ciroc and Jay can do Ace of Spades, you should come out with your own.
At the moment, the only celebrity scotch drinker I know is Aaron Rodgers, and I'm going to make me a phone call, but it's a Raider thing, Green Bay Packer thing. We'll jump with that later.
But Aaron, come on, man. Aaron Rodgers, knock his ass out the box. He can't even. Wait a minute. He can't even get to the Super Bowl again. Come on.
Yeah, you're right.
Come on.
No,
Lordy.
You're right. But hopefully this production thing will allow me to have my own signature brand of Johnny Walker. Shawnee Walker.
Well, Johnny is a brand. So, you got to do your own thing. Call it the Nature Boy drink. The Nature Boy Scotch or something like that.
Like
wait, no. I got the name. Hold on. You already got it. Trademark this, and you could just, you got my routing number and my my checking account. Say, you just do Zelle it, or you can just do a straight wire transfer. Here's the name of the drink. And you already got the name. Shawnee After Dark.
Shawnee After Dark.
Oh,
perfect.
Shoot, I can see everybody get torn up with that one now.
So, hey, listen, trademark that because, listen, this show is seen globally, so somebody will mess around. So and when we finish the show, you better trademark that.
Shawnee After Dark. That's
somebody.
Trademark it.
Wait. As a matter of fact, you might, while we're on camera, you might want to go ahead and do like a social media search and a domain name, and you want to lock in that domain name.
What was it? GoDaddy.com?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Or Wix or something like that. Listen,
there you go.
This is going to be so much fun. All right, listen, let me fall back. And who wants to start? Dre, you up top. You wanted to start. You heard the monologue. You want to give me your feedback about Beyonce's entire album. And I want to get you all's take as DJs and producers, because what I find interesting, I talked about it. Mm-hmm. And so all of a sudden, you've got Beyonce. She did a whole damn house music album minus 2 songs. Drake is trying to do a house music thing. So a lot of artists are doing this house music vibe, which I love because I'm from Chicago. And I was there when they opened the warehouse. So, but as a producer, and DJ, I want to get you all's take about her album and what do you think about that remix, that Queen's remix, and if you heard the Ronald Isley and Beyonce collabo, give me your feedback on that.
All right, let me tell you what it is, Punta Biz. First off, about Beyonce's Break My Soul. Oh my goodness. When I first heard about it, oh my goodness. It kind of brought me back a bit. It kind of brought me back into the time when house music was all the way live, no doubt about it. Make you scream and shout it, and listening to Beyonce's Break My Soul, it was something else. It was a great ambiance, and along with the rest of the song that has that house vibe, it kind of gives me the energy to go into a house club, listen to the DJs that were playing house before that, like you mentioned, Frankie Knuckles, and I also wanted to bring up Sir Charles Mixon Dixon, along with DJ Doc Martin, and folks of Roots NYC, Kevin Hedge and Louis Vega. Those guys who played house, they brought in a great meaning of it, and they really brought that into the home vibe which is why they always call it house.
Right, now,
because it's in your house.
So Dre, now look, you about to get me in trouble. I gotta jump in. So
okay, go ahead.
You name checked your New York City crew. Now we have to remind for the young people, house music started and originated in Chicago, late 70s, early 80s, at a club called The Warehouse. Shout out to Frankie Knuckles, who left New York, moved to Chicago, and some promoters opened up a club called The Warehouse. And the original house music was a cross between up-tempo, old school R&B, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, The Love I Lost, the originals Down to Love Town, fast stuff like that. Diana Ross's Love Hangover.
That was a classic.
Dr. Love, first, all those. Believe it or not, even though it wasn't really, but I have heard a house music remix of like Donna Summer's "Bad Girl," which was really, it was really. So that's, and then what happened in the early '80s? A lot of the like young guys who were teenagers at the time, or in their early 20s, guys that I knew in high school and in college in the mid '80s, the whole 9 yards, they literally started making this dance music in their house. Literally. That's when they came out with the keyboards where you could make, and that hence, so really the term house music is a double entendre. So literally there was a club called The Warehouse where this music originally came out of in the late 70s. I think it opened up in 79. So it's like, so here I am, I'm a kid in high school, 17, you sneaking in, you got a fake ID, like, and the finest women in the planet was all, and it was an interesting mix because from a cultural standpoint, it was an interesting mix of culture, straight, gay, primarily black, but you had Hispanic brothers and sisters, Puerto Rican, some Mexican, and some white, and everybody was just
a savor, as they would say.
Yeah, you just wanted to have a good time, and we talking about like the early '80s. Like I said, I think it opened up in '79, so that was not the most diverse, tolerant era, but that music brought people together. So, but since you name checked DJ Sir Charles, and shout out to DJ Sir Charles Dixon, because I love his mixes. As a matter of fact, I heard one last night. But Farley, and I used to play these guys' mixes on the radio station back in the day, WBMX. One of my first gigs, I was like part-time weekend swing shift. Frankie Knuckles, Farley Jackmaster Funk, Ralphie Rockin' Rosario, Kenny Jam and Jason. And I know I'm forgetting some names, and they had Bad Boy. Just so many. Steve Silk, my man Steve Silk Hurley.
I was going to say Silky Hurl.
JM Silk, Adonis, Mr. Fingers. Man, come on, y'all. Don't even get me. Jesse Saunders, 10 City. Come on, 10 City. Yeah. So we gonna name check. Come on. I don't have time to name check. There's a brother that's still in the game, Terry Hunter, one of the baddest DJs on the planet. Hunter. Yeah, Terry Hunter is doing it big. He's done remixes for some of everybody. Jennifer Hudson, who's from the Chi. So shout out to my man Terry. Terry, I got to get you on the show, brother, because you're doing your thing. I'm proud of you. You even got comedians. Shout out to Deion Cole. So Deion Cole is a DJ now. Him and Idris Elba.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Crazy.
Everybody want to do what we do. What can I say? Or what y'all do, because I don't. Yeah. So I just had to, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I had to, since you name checked, I had to rep for the 312 where it started, because folks have been blowing me.
That's understandable, because music isn't just stationary in one place. It's stationary all over the place.
It is.
Well,
let me ask you, Dre, so let me ask you real quick. Have you listened to this Queen's remix with Beyonce and Madonna? Because you got Madonna on the song. So give me your take on that.
I had a bit of a taste of that. It was all the way live. It was all grooving good up in this hood, I tell you. Just to have Beyonce and Madonna collaborate, it was such a bit of an ambiance that could really speak volume, And the more that you get to listen to it, the more that you will feel within your soul. And, and once you feel it in your soul, it takes you into another level that it could flow around within your vein and make you go insane and everything that is worth the swing. What more can I say?
What did you think about some of the creative production elements? And Beyonce, she'll go into a whole different kind of like like rapping
yeah.
or singing real fast, and then
Yes.
she
Oh,
plays
yes.
vocally.
Very creative,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
So what did you think about that?
Oh, yeah. I like the fact that she went out of the box for that one. You know, I like the fact that she went into a whole different place, you know, somewhere that we could never imagine that one could go into. You know, not many could go into one set of genre, not many can go into another set of genre. You know, but if you take the time to open the door and explore, you know, many opportunities could come at you, especially when it comes to making great music, such as Break My Soul and many others, you know.
So let me, man, there's so many things I wanted to ask you about that. So what did you think about her name checking all the great R&B artists, past, present, from
You
Aretha,
know, I'm
Janet?
glad you asked that. I'm
Yeah.
glad you asked that. You
And
know,
wait a minute, hold on. Not only did she shout out all those, I mean, the Summer Walkers, her, everybody, she
Yeah.
shouted out like some of your famous, like current top designers, black designer named Telfar, who
Yeah.
was known for making handbags. And then she shouted out like the drag house balls, like the house of, like folks have seen the show Pose. I was talking about that. So
Yeah.
what do you
Oh,
think
yeah.
about that part of the song?
You know, as far as, you know, giving shout outs to for someone that always does shout out to all the folks that is tuning into the show and such, you know, I feel that it's a great attribute just to let everybody know, hey, you know, I got to give a shout out to this one. I got to give a shout out to that one. You know, that's just giving them notice. You know, not only giving them notice, but to let them know what it is upon the biz that they are reaching about, they're talking about. You know, they got to give that proper recognition upon this
There
mission
you go.
to let it be known, you know, this is part of history. This is part of what we have within our lifetime, within our time span. You know, if without, you know, without those ambience of who they originated and where they came from, you know, we could not even imagine what the outcome would have been like today as it is.
I get,
Right.
so let's. I got about 10 minutes before I lose you all's live shot. Come on, Nature Boy, give me. I know you got a lot to say, so I'm gonna pass you the mic and let you and eat up.
I'm squeezing in real quick. I'm squeezing in. Three things came to my mind when I heard this, because you turned me on to this remix.
And we
First
talking
of all,
about the Queen's remix
the
of
Queen's remix.
"Break My Soul," Beyonce,
Right.
and featuring Madonna.
Madonna. First thing I thought about was Shep Pettibone.
Oh,
Yes.
That was the first thing I thought about. Shep Pettibone. And I anytime if I saw Shep's name on it, I had to play it. So I thought about that.
Oh yeah.
Two, it took me back to a time in Charleston when the Navy was still there. The Navy base was still there. I used to play at a spot called Treehouse, downtown Kingston. We're talking 80s, late 80s, early 90s. And when I heard the mix and the collage of the joint, I instantly thought of the club DJ who I didn't train under her, but I idolized her. Her name was Alicia Marie Dominica. She used to play at Level 2 back in the day, and she did a thing called Disco Hell.
Wow.
Tuesday night Disco Hell.
Wow.
You'd have so many, say 110 to 118 beats per minute records mashed up in there. You didn't know the record changed.
wow.
Next thing you know, you're pouring sweat. You've been on the dance floor, David, in 20 minutes because you didn't know the record changed. It was that smooth.
Wow.
I instantly
Oh
thought,
yeah. Like a chameleon.
yeah, it was just all there. From a production standpoint, let me tell you this: Beyonce is a smart little cookie. Yeah.
Yep.
Let me tell you,
Yep.
because what she's done with this record was summed up what I believe Bruno Mars did 2 albums ago, which was take us back
Yep.
to a time where we wanted to dance and we wanted to hear slow songs at the full club experience.
Yes.
So
Right,
with the Beyonce record, and the Drake is even leaning in that way, it's really a resurgence of the 90s. Not the 80s. It's a resurgence of 1987 through 1998. So the people who still love that retro sound we got something new again. You know,
I like
and
that.
I'm a disco fanatic. I'm a weirdly enough, I'm a classic rock and a disco fanatic. So I'm still stuck in the years 1976 through
But
1998.
Sean, let me just jump in real quick. Really, evolution or disco really, or house music really evolved out of
Yeah,
disco. I mean,
disco.
because you had like, when you think of like disco, like if you listen to the Studio 54 radio, like on Sirius, and y'all need to send me a check for that name check, send me some money. I'll give you my cash app. I think of songs like I said, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, The Love I
Right.
Lost.
Love I Lost.
Let's see
Bad
here.
Luck.
Bad Luck. Yes, all that up tempo stuff. Down to Love Town.
Yeah.
Love Hangover.
Love Hangover.
Diana
Oh, yeah.
Ross. All that was played at Studio 54.
And you know what?
Dr. Love.
You know what's crazy? Yeah, First Choice.
First Choice.
Yes.
You know what's crazy? When you're talking about this guy, I wish he was still alive. I wish he was still here. Luther Vandross did some of the best house music records of later time. Are You Using Me? Luther sounded great on a house record. That's why I like what Beyonce did with this record. She just really took us back to a time that I think is necessary. Because like you said, people don't dance no more.
Right.
No, they don't.
Well, they dance, but they definitely don't slow dance. But it's a different kind of dance. But now, since you
That's lazy. That's just laziness.
well, look, all right,
That's laziness.
But hold
bro.
on. So Sean, wait, let me jump in. You name check.
Don't start me up there.
Wait, you name check Luther, and I've heard some house remixes of Luther's song. But now, you know who really sounds great? As much as I love Luther, and I love Luther like everybody, man. But don't nobody sound like the house remixes of Whitney Houston.
Those were good.
Man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Come
that
on.
was great.
Come on. And I particularly like the X mixes when the X Mix series was really in its heyday. There was some great Whitney Houston house mixes that I still play. You know, you gotta be sneaky with it because I might have to come out of a booty shake set and ease into it. But once you go into it, the Robinette always kind of lets you get into it. And then there's a couple of good house mixes of the Mary J. Blige Just Fine.
I haven't heard that.
Oh, there's
Really?
quite a few of them.
Yeah.
And Mary and Jennifer Lopez. There's some really great house records that can let you transition.
Yeah, one of the songs that I heard from Mary J. that I played at one point was "Follow,"
Yeah.
and it was absolutely wonderful jam. Also, if I could, I like to throw in that "Sunshine on Your Mind" by Sunshine and Avery Sunshine.
Yeah, Avery Sunshine. That's good record. But Geno, let me say this real quick because we got it on that subject. But you brought up the Beyonce and the Ronald Isley joint.
Yes.
I will be the first to say I can't stand it.
What?
I'm gonna tell you why I can't stand it.
Man, the Beehive, boy, you better call security. You
Man,
better
the
call
hell
the
with the
security.
Uh-oh.
Man, the Beehive, they are waiting for you. They're at your front door now, boy.
I ain't allergic to no bee stings. Listen to me. Okay, listen to me very carefully.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
The record always was great. And I told you earlier that Stokely from Mid Condition, they did a great version of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about I like it? Now Ronald, you said Ronald sounds pretty. He does sound
You
pretty.
sound prettier than Beyonce, and I was scared for a minute.
And see, that's why
Wait a minute.
that's why
I'm looking in the mirror. I'm like, man, is there something wrong with me? What the?
but see, that's why I don't like the record. Not the two voices sound good together, but they don't mesh together. Like I explained to you on the phone earlier. Once I heard it, it sounds like Beyonce is doing her makeup and singing along with the record. Now it sounds great now,
Okay.
but it doesn't blend well.
Okay.
It's hard to blend.
See, that's why I wanted to get you all on being
Now I'm saying
producers.
that from a production
Yeah,
standpoint.
as a producer, you would, because I mean, to me, their voices sound great together, but I can kind of hear,
If Beyonce had recorded her vocals in analog and maybe not digital, it probably would have had that original feel, but it's cleaned up. It's cleaned up so much that the average listener would probably love it, but a person with a technical ear is going to find fault.
Well, let me tell you what I did here. It's funny he went there. So Dre, I don't know, you haven't heard it. You didn't get a chance to hear the song yet, have you? So
Nah.
this is what I did here, Sean, to your point. Because Ronald, because you could tell that they got the original vocal master
Yes.
without the music. Just took the vocal master of Ron and then had Beyonce sing her vocal parts. And then they
Right.
used the original music. But Ron, it's just man, hearing him sing, I don't know who the sister was. I think this was before Angela Winbush, and I know it was before his.
No, this is before Angela Winbush.
Yeah, his current wife wasn't even born when this song
Hell
came
no.
out. But
That's sad.
but you
That's
can
sorry.
hear, man, whoever the woman was that he was singing about, you can hear the feeling and the emotion, and it's just it's like, because I know as dudes, we listening to Ronald Isley, you know, you may be playing that for your woman, you know, it's just you and her, y'all trying to have a nice little intimate thing going on. But Ronald singing
that slow jam vibe.
Whoa, man, Ronald singing so sweet. You just say that, damn, if I could just sing like this to my woman, just what?
It made listening to Ronald Isley's voice makes me wonder who the hell does Ronald Isley listen to when he wants to get in the mood? Does he listen to himself? I mean, seriously, does he listen to himself?
Wait, hold on. I got you. You know who he listening to? Marvin Gaye, like everybody else. Probably listening to some Eddie Kendricks,
Barry White.
Some people may say listening to I got one. Sam Cooke.
Sam Cooke. Now see,
Sam
you're
Cooke,
right. He probably does. But I mean, hearing that collaboration, the best collaboration done that way was definitely Nat and Natalie King Cole.
Oh my God, yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
But the emotion, there was
and they did her voice in analog, and it was very reverbed off, just like her daddy. So it was beautiful. Not to mention the father-daughter combination. It was good. It was, but I think she did that. Beehive fans will enjoy it.
Yeah, they will.
They probably,
But
they probably will be like, "Who's the old man on the record?" But
and I hate that I lost their live shot. So I knew I only had their live shot. Let me come back on camera. I knew I only had their live shot. We're going to have part 2 of this. So I want to thank Sean Dobie. You can do a search, social media. Sean Dobie is on Instagram. He's on Facebook. He's on Twitter. Groove Master Dre is on Facebook. He's on Instagram. He is on Twitter. So you check out Beyonce. Check out this remix. You can find it. As a matter of fact, the video's on YouTube. You can go ahead and check it out. I would play it, but I don't want YouTube blocking my live feed, my stream. I don't want any messages like, this is copywritten material. It's like, come on, y'all, dude. Look, I got a TV show. I'm an entertainer. I host a show 5 days a week. I ain't making no money off Beyonce. I'm helping to get this video out to the masses. I digress. So folks at YouTube, y'all can just stop with the whole yellow messages and all that, all right? Because these artists, the videos I play, the record labels and or the artists send them to me. So that's why I play them, because they want me to play it while I'm having a conversation. I don't do interviews, I have conversations. While I'm having conversations with the artists. So just for those folks at YouTube who are watching this show, I know you do quality control. So the Geno Jones Show, I'm good. Anything I play, I have gotten authorization from the label or the artist or both. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you. God, most of all, thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show. I come to you live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Central, 3:30 p.m. on the West Coast. Please subscribe to the Geno Jones Show. Subscribe to the Geno Jones channel. Subscribe, share, like, and binge watch this and every episode. Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show. Check him out on Instagram, Kel B Cutting Up, KelBeCuttinup. Allie Jones is the drip director. She's the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show. Check her out on Instagram. That's Lexi, LX, like extra, dot N, like Nancy, C as in Charlie, L as in Lexi. LX.NCL _ after that last L. So it's LX.NCL underscore is that little dash at the bottom. The next live edition of the Geno Jones Show is going to be tomorrow, Thursday. Wow, Thursday already, 6:30 p.m. Once again, shout out to DJ Sean Dobie, one of the hottest producers. As a matter of fact, he's an artist. He's got a song. So I'm going to bring, as a matter of fact, hopefully I can run it back with these guys and we can finish this conversation. It was a lot of fun. We really needed like 2 hours to talk about everything that we wanted to. And shout out to my man, Groove Master Dre. He's got a Friday night mix show that you want to check out. As a matter of fact, it's on Hidden City Radio. You can check that out online. Or if you go to his social media pages, you can hear all his mixes. They are all straight fire. Sean Dobie producing Marcus Allen. He's producing a lot of Marcus. As a matter of fact, Marcus Allen's got a song on the top of the charts called Slide, produced by Sean Dobie. And Sean is right now one of the hottest producers in the game. And then on top of it, he did a Kanye. He said, I ain't just a producer. Hell, I'm an artist. I'm going to produce my damn self and release a record. And it is fire. So we're going to talk about that and everything else. So Friday, I'm shooting for it. Because as soon as I finish the show, I'm ready to call them back and say, look, I need to, hey, y'all, we got to run it back. Part 2, we're going to run it back on Friday. I love each and every one of you. Mother, you know I love you more than life itself. I want to thank everybody for watching the show. All right, I see you, Groove Master Dre, and everybody. Go back and binge watch all my back episodes. If you missed some of this, go back and binge watch this show. So until Thursday, once again, I'll be live Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Thanks for watching. I love you as always. Be blessed, and let's pray for peace.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.